Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Easy Stream. I know you're seeing as a fish room right now because I still got to fix that stupid thing. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to the stream where we hang out in this fish room and yeah, we just get into it. And what do we got this week?
Peplin Creek Aquatic said, Jason, good morning.
Good morning. Well, yeah, let me say good morning. That's what we got this week. Yeah. Andy Carson, good morning, good morning. Now, what is all this? What is going on here with this? Oh, how am I supposed to know who's who? All right. All right. Good morning, Jason. I'm gonna guess you. Oh, you. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. I see what it spells backwards. You. All right. I guess that's Bionic Bigfoot. Is that what it is? Victor Coco. Good morning. Good morning. What is Bruiser CB? What's up, man? Good morning. Dennis Christensen. Good morning. Window Licker. What? I don't like this new thing. I really don't. I don't like this at. It's not Window Licker number. It's Window Licker number 5, not at Window Licker 532. YouTube, you've ruined my day. Ruined my day. Peplin, good morning. Anyway, good morning, Window
Deb
Licker.
Zuckelpet said, good morning, afternoon, Jason and everyone.
Good morning, Deb. Now, why is it tell it a bit? I don't know. This old man yelling at the clouds right now. All right. Anyway, good morning. Good morning, Dennis. Good morning, Peplin. Good morning, Window Licker. Good morning, Andy Carson. Bionic Bigfoot. Bruiser. Good morning. Anybody missed? I'm sorry. Deb's Aquapets, good morning. All right, we're good. We're good. Cool. All right, so I was not here last week. I had a prior engagement that I totally forgot about. But anyway, either way, I'm back. I did not do a water change on the
That's lovely,
that tank. So it's been 2 weeks since we did a water change in this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. However, I had pre-mixed a bunch of salt that I never actually did the water change in that either. So we got to get into the saltwater tank. I did thin out and we'll do a water change on the flounder tank. And yeah, these guys have been doing pretty good. I've been feeding them lately. Actually, I got a little bit of video on that. I could show you that. I was starting to edit it but I wasn't real happy with it. So I just cleaned the tank, so there was a lot of like mold floating around. Still needs to be like cleaned again. We'll get into that. I'll show you that video real quick. And then we're going to get into this because I really need to do something about this. This is out of control. Can you guys even see this?
Window Licker 32 said, good morning, Jason.
Window
All
Licker
bells and
32.
whistles working.
I don't like this. Except for YouTube's bells and whistles are not working. You can see my reflection. That's all you see. Oh well. What are you going to do about this? Yes, hang on. There is a light on this tank right now. You just can't see.
28 said, YouTube been doing this for about 2+ weeks, but not all channels.
Hate it. Is there a way to turn this off? I would turn that off. I'd rather have just people's channel names. That's what they named their channel for a reason, right? Why go back? Jen Yu, what's going on?
Jen Yu
Happy
said,
200.
morning. Happy
Thank
200.
you. You know what else happened today? Or in the last
Monster Fish Gal
24
said,
hours,
good morning,
48?
Jason.
Good morning, Monster Fish Gal. What's going on? But yeah, Fish Streams, good morning too. Yeah, I hit 25,000 subscribers. This is the 200th stream that I've done. So yeah, there may be a little bit of celebration happening here in a little bit. So just stay tuned. We got to get into that. Anyway, let's not look at my reflection. Let's go back here. But we're gonna get into that tank in a minute. But I want to show you this video, if I can find it, on these flounders. I was just feeding them, right?
Peplin Creek Aquatic said, congrats on the 200 shows and 25K subs.
Thanks, man. Oh, we're all out of focus. What's going on here? Did I not? What if it's manual focused at the moment?
JMac1 said, "Good morning, weirdos."
Yo, what's going on? J-Mac? Is that your channel? See, I think I might know who J-Mac is. Alright, that's better. Much better. I'm sorry, man. That was all horrible. Alright, let me see if I find this video.
Woikev2128 said, "Congratulations, a 200 show giveaway."
Yeah. That. Okay. Let me find this video. I did splice it down a little bit, but I didn't save what I did. I mean, I saved it, but I haven't like exported the video. That might take a minute. But I think it's.
Scaly Granny said, "Good morning, Jason,
Yo!
and congrats."
Thanks.
Hello,
And
everyone.
good morning.
Lurking.
Jenny Lynn. I just gotta figure out where I save this stuff. I forget. Not under Eggy Wags. I don't know how I name things sometimes. Should be under here. Unless I took the whole.
Bootscats said, "Good morning, everyone."
Good morning, Bootscats. I know that name. Alright, I think I'm close. What was, this month is November, right? 3, no. Yes. Cool. Found it. Now I just need to get it over here.
Woikev2128 said, "Good morning, Bootscats."
Alright. Don't think we need audio for this, so off. Bow. This is real-time video at the moment. Well, whenever this is recorded in real time, let's put it that way. No fast forwarding. But I will fast forward. Because it was like 40 minutes of this. I was about to feed him, so I was kind of just getting the camera set up. Get this somewhere a little more. Just that one dude cruising around right now with the stuck with the algae on him. He's got it like in his mouth, part of it. He's like eating it. Somewhere around here, I start putting food. There we go. There's the worms. Go from here. There were white worms I used. And what I think is, there's something wrong with my camera. It keeps doing that, like, that glitch thing. It might be the cord. I gotta fix that. Yeah, there was a flounder right there the whole time in the middle of the screen, right? Did we all see that? Did we miss it? Right about here. When the other one realizes there's food here too. He's like, wait, food?
Jodip Tropical Fish Co. said, "Morning,
Yo.
all, working and listening."
Good morning. It's Jody P, right? Yeah. Cool. At Tropical Fish Co. Good morning. Hope the work goes well. There's something else I like to back here.
Windowlicker32 said, "This sucks, YouTube. Like, what the F?
Yeah.
This isn't the names we picked."
Check this out.
Congratulations, Fishstream Sams, on the membership milestone.
Yeah.
Fishstream has been an extraordinary aquarist for 18 months.
Congrats, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. 18 months. All right, look at this this flounder right here. You see his skin? It'll start to look like it's like got like a striped pattern in here. Like, see these lines? That's not the camera doing that. That's actually how his skin looks close up. I had a video somewhere I have like an actual like macro camera on these dudes, and that's like the pattern they have. It's kind of cool. It's all like raised skin too. It's like all these little points come out, and I think that's like stuff clings to it. sand, so that like this guy's covered in it. There's another one. 3 now, and I believe number 4 comes from back here somewhere. But let me grab that. I had a jug of RO water filling up, so let me it's full. There. Watch that. Plug this back up. My RO filter, I'm gonna have to change those filters like sometime real soon in the RO. I don't know if I need to do all the filters, but I'm definitely gonna need to do some of the filters. Usually just the pre-filters are pretty good. I do have a charcoal filter, cartridge, resin DI, yep, and okay, yep, and I have RO, I have all the filters, cool. So I'm almost out of charcoal filter. Eat, my little friends, eat. Fed them last night too. Blackworms last night. Look at how fat they get. Look at how fat this dude is. Like he ate like 37 worms in one shot. Like he is so fat. And you can kind of see like their mouths are not centered. They're kind of like, they look like little smiley faces. This guy's got a worm sticking out, right? Like where all this mush is in his mouth is mouth. They're on like the side of the face. Here. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's number 4's back here. There we go. This was earlier this week. Date that it. I forget the file name. Showed that. November something. Pretty cool. Yeah. So I'm going to get into doing this water change on the saltwater tank. We got to clean it. Flounder happy. Yeah, they are. These guys are my favorite. Yeah, they're my favorite too. Love these dudes. They are getting very big. Like, obviously I can't size comparison here, but they're like getting like the size of like a $50. Like an inch across. That one's probably about, probably about palm of your hand it would fit, nose to tail. Maybe a little bit smaller than that. I'd say probably a little smaller than that. So quite a bit bigger than when I got them. They were real small. They were like maybe the size of a quarter at that when I got them. They have gotten quite a bit bigger. Kind of for quite a while now. I'm trying to think of when I actually got them. I don't know, but I did stream it. Go back in the archives. That's a good question.
And Carson39 said, how big will they get?
Probably not too much bigger. I think about the size of the palm of your hand is like as big as like they get in like since they've been in captivity their whole life. In the wild, they'll get about the size of a hand, maybe a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? At least I've seen pictures of them being that big. But that's like the whole thing. Like there's a little bit of controversy, or I should say it's not well known. Like a lot. Like if these are all same species, there are similar species that have, the same traits. Identifying them by spot pattern is impossible because they can change that at any time at will. You know what I mean? So kind of hard. A lot of things is I went into this in detail once on the stream, but there's a handedness to them, like the side that their mouth is on. Like when they're born, they're like a normal fish. So if you're looking at a fish swimming in the water column normally upright, right, and you're staring down his nose, some point one of their eyes moves to one side, right? And depending on what side that is, what hand they are. That's kind of how they determine the handedness of a fish. And then like their pectoral fins and stuff kind of become a frill down here, and one of them is usually bigger than the other one. Like in the beginning here, you could see when he was on the glass. See how he's got more finnage over here than he does over here. That's a determining characteristic of handed he is. But breeding him, I don't know, man. I'd like to get into that. That'd be kind of cool. I do know that they are all the same hand. They do kind of have similarities, so I think they might all be the same species. They're probably caught all at the same time. But yeah. For sex, I don't have no idea how to breed them. I have no idea. I guess I should do a little research into flounder breeding. Oh, we're not even looking at them anymore. What the hell, man? I'm like talking about all this stuff. Just went into that whole thing. Here, I'll go over that again real quick. You can see this frill.
Roy Cuff D128 said can't see them.
Yeah, I just realized that. Yeah, this is the frill I was talking about over there. Whoops, get over here. Get back here. Yeah, like this side is less finnage than this side. There's kind of like this little fin that sticks out here. That determines kind of like what their handedness is. I was going into like their spot patterns and stuff. Like you can't really determine much. Look at these guys moving around.
Suffolk
Awesome.
Regia Detecting said in Dar House, hit that like button, it's free.
Hit that like button. That's kind of cool looking at it. Like, like little carpet cleaners, scrubbing bubbles. Meow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna work on a video on this. That's that. All right, let's go back here. All right. What else is new in this room? Nothing much. I don't think. We did do a clean on this tank. I did a little more work on it too. Put some plants in here. Cleaned out all the blackbeard. That and I think the tank back here. Yeah, this one. Kind of cleaned this up. Took all the plants I had in there out and kind of cleaned up as much algae as I could get at the time. Those are the celebes. These guys are getting pretty old. It'd be time to swap them out, some of them. Better genetics. But they're doing pretty good. Shit, did I just pull the... You lose video? I'm gonna do this right now. Move that there. Gonna move this cord out of the way. Okay. We're gonna get into this.
Congratulations, Andy Carson, 1,339 on the membership milestone. Andy
Congrats.
Carson, 1,339, has been an extraordinary aquarist for 24 months.
Congrats! Woot woot! I appreciate the support. All right. I gotta set my coffee down. 81 degrees. Wow, that's warm. Oh my god, this thing's a mess. 80 degrees. That's actually pretty warm. Why is it so warm? That fell off. Okay. Well, I think the first things first is we're gonna start changing water. Let me get to that. Do it. This is my saltwater mess.
Andy Carson 499 said, it's taken me 2 years to see you get to your 200 stream.
Yeah. Is that what it is? I was gonna look, but I just got sidetracked. I know my first stream was like in September, I think. I guess 2 years ago? I thought it was 3 years. Who knows? But I appreciate everyone being here. That's all that matters. Get to hang out, do the stuff, learn a lot, or not enough.
Thank you, Andy Carson.
Thank you, Andy Carson.
1,339 very much for the 10 gifted memberships.
Yay! Awesome.
Woikuf 228 said Jason put more pothos in the black beard tank.
Oh, we're getting there, don't worry. And thank you, Andy. I appreciate that very much. And congrats to anybody who got a membership. All right, let's see if we can see these fish in this tank. Like, this red cyanobacteria. It's going to be the bane of my existence. I just let it get out of control. The other thing in this tank is the aptasia has taken over. And the vermitid snails, so the corals are pretty much screwed. There is a lot of macroalgae in here. I guess that's cool. I need to figure out this cyanobacteria in this tank. Other than that, I'm actually tempted to like just reset this whole thing, just start over. Obviously, I wouldn't like. I'd keep the fish and the snails, and try and at least not introduce all that aptasia or those vermitid snails. I could, you know, steal some of the macroalgae. That's kind of cool too. I don't know what I have to do, like, to make sure I don't. Water level's a little low.
Woikuff to 128 said, I have too much of pothos in all my tanks.
Dude. Pothos is not a bad thing. There is pothos in this tank, by the way. It takes a while for pothos to establish. Speaking of pothos, I was at a nursery the other day. A couple weeks ago, I think. And I have to mention this. There was this pothos called spinach pothos, I think is what it was. It kind of like, it was pothos, but it like almost had like a curled up leaf. It was kind of cool looking. I was like, I wonder how well that would do in a fish tank. Or if it's just, you know, not the right pothos. Because it had all the other, it was under the, you know, where all the other pothos was. So, I don't know. I almost bought it. But then I didn't. But it might be worth checking out. Alright. One issue we have here is the surface skimmer has fallen off again. Yet again. This is where I gotta, like, you know, get into... Why did that feel really warm for a second? Something felt really warm. Anyway, the 3D printer trying to fix design flaws. But that's a whole work in itself, man. There goes one of the snails. Can you see him? Right at the base of that helmet. Chenoged gave me that helmet. See my clownfish.
Woikuff to 128
Something's in
said,
there.
Fish streams, what do you have super hard water?
Fish dreams! Yeah, I have super hard water. Let me unplug this. I think this is this one. Yes. Good call. I'm gonna grab the lid to it.
Natural Aquarium said, good morning salty dogs and fresh water folks.
Good morning! Thanks for joining us. Alright, the other issue this thing has is this protein skimmer on the back here. Seems to not be functioning anymore. And it's probably not functioning because it's clogged with this cyanobacteria. So I'm gonna clean this scooper out. I can hear it like chugging, but it's not like making any noise or making any foam. So I think the intake's clogged. So we'll put this back there. Put this back on. And I will get the turkey baster that I have sitting right here. And I will try and clear off this intake. Does seem to have worked. Just cleaning off the housing. Tell the protein skimmer hasn't been working in a while because the surface has like all this like weird. That's why I put that protein skimmer in the first place. It's got like this weird, I don't know, I guess protein built up on the top. All right, we're almost done here.
Alishanas 9380 said, "Are you using that same turkey buster on Thursday?"
On Thursday? What's happening on Thursday? Oh.
That's lovely, that is.
All right, we're almost to the, the deciding chooch factor here. Should clean these lids too.
Parum pum pum.
Oh, he
Pum
shows up.
pum pum. Parum
He made
pum
it.
pum. Pum pum pum.
Clear the water out of this fill tube. Get this out of the way. Probably gonna make a mess again. All right. Let's get this water over that way.
Fishy Monk said, "Good morning, everyone, and you to Jazz Room."
Good morning. What's up, Fishy Mon?
Wyckoff 228 said, "Turkey Day is Thursday, the
Yeah.
27th."
Oh. Okay, I guess that makes a whole lot more sense about the turkey baster. I didn't put that together that Thursday was Thanksgiving. That is true. And no. That's the one I use for worms too, just so you know. I won't be using a worm baster for Thanksgiving. All right. One other thing that I think I need to do. Let's do this. Get this water chooching.
Window Liquor 32 said, "Happy wrong Thanksgiving."
Happy
Hello.
wrong Thanksgiving. Yeah, you guys do it on a different. You do it in October, right? The Canadians. They didn't get the. They jumped the gun. They got a little. I think you go by weather. Like when it starts to get a certain temp out, that's when you do it, and that's why they do it earlier because it gets colder quicker. Up near the North Pole there, where every Canadian lives. In a wooden shack.
Wyckoff 28 said, "Worm-floored turkey."
Worm-filled turkey. Power is right here. Whee. Alright, this should start chucking water in. Hope. Uh-oh. We're not doing it. Did it not turn on?
Natural Aquarium said they are just
Weird.
quicker to be thankful.
There we go. Color didn't start spinning right away. Now, does it have enough height? Yeah, we got enough. We'll get it in there. Kind of a slow flow, though.
Windowlicker32 said no, we just don't want to see family again so quickly. Blah, blah, blah.
The break between the November Thanksgiving and Christmas is not enough.
Jamak1 said only 192 days till summer.
Ugh, dude, it's like another month until it stops getting dark. Right? That sucks. It really sucks. It's gonna take a while. This is kind of a slow chooch here. I could use the other pump. That would probably speed this up a whole significant amount. Yeah, let's do that. I just gotta make sure I rinse it because I'm gonna be using it for fresh water in a hot minute. So let me do this. Let's drain you back to the little pump out of here. I use this for the 10-gallon.
Fishymonic said, happy early Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy early Thanksgiving,
Natural
Fishymon.
Aquarium said that snail is cruising.
Yeah, these guys don't mess around. The Necarius, I think is how you pronounce it. Necarius snails. Oh, there's a couple of them in here. Or there used to be. I haven't been able to see in a while. They seem to do pretty good in here. I also have an orchid dotty back, which you see right there. Hopefully you can see him. Hopefully you can see all this. And not just a reflection of me. Here's the dotty back. Clownfish lives in that helmet.
Hello, Fishymon, sir.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this new just names. A little bit harder, but should be doable. Should go quicker too. Here we go. Yep, there we go. Cool. Now, what was I saying? I wanted to take this air tube. Sometimes this air line gets a little backed up. Pop that off. Just blow it clear. I'll have to play with that, but I think that's pretty good. We have yeah, there's a snail here cruising, snail there cruising. Seen any others in the moment? Man, tank is in dire need of help. Blackbeard or cyanobacteria is out of control.
Natural Aquarium said, I haven't been called Natural Aquariums in a while. I guess I better get rid of all my pastel castles and clown puke gravel.
There you go. And who is Natural Aquariums? That, you know, it's just because of the @ name, right? I'm guessing that's not what your channel name is. And I don't even know what I did with my phone, so I can't even find my chat to see if I could figure it out from your avatar. Oh, here it is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm confused. Showsies 608. See, I don't. Sorry if I don't recognize you, man. They changed all your names on me, and now I don't know who's who.
Peplin Creek Aquatics said it's PNW Ryan.
Oh, I was gonna say that actually, but I was like, no. Yeah, cool. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for being here. PNW, or I should say, Natural Aquariums. with your puke green gravel, clown puke gravel. Oh, those will not stop itching. Might have a little bit of extra water left over here. I believe we are starting surface skim? No, almost. I have too much air. Oh, I gotta actually plug the surface skimmer back in for it to work. That would make sense. Go. Yeah, now we're working. Cool. Get in here with a net. Scoop out some of that chunky stuff. Cyanobacteria. Although, it doesn't seem so bad on the rocks as it used to be. I know I'm hopeful, but I'm trying to look at the bright side of things here. Up nicely. I could probably turn the canister back on.
Alishanas9380 said, "Did you go to the ACLC swap last Saturday?
I
Get
did
anything?"
not. Nope, I did not. Like I said, I don't know if I cut earlier on stream. I wasn't here last week because I had plans. The wife had some plans with us. So we did that, and it was a good time.
128 said the all button is not on all channel with your name.
The @ button is not on all channels with your name. Interesting. Wonder how you turn it off. Oh wait, I think we got too much water going in now. We have water coming back out? Oh shit.
Shozy608 said, "Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me?"
There we go. Alright, let's turn this off. Starting to fill up too much. And I gotta adjust the surface skimmer. Because it's not high enough. I put too much water in. Oh, I gotta rinse this. Using this shortly, so I'm just gonna leave it. Yep. Okay, where are we at? Right here. A little bit of water left over. Need about half a gallon? No. Probably about 5 gallons, maybe less.
Vibes Aquatic said, "Good morning, Jason.
Hey, Vibes,
Happy
what's going on,
Thanksgiving
man?
week.
Happy
Good
Thanksgiving
morning,
week to
beautiful
you.
people.
Oh, shit.
Laurie, Window Licker, Fish Dreams, Bigfoot, P&W, Andy Carson, Debs, Dennis Coro, Fishymon, Alishan, Victor, Peplin, Mel Cody.
How dare you include Fishymon and normal people?
Shozy608 said, "Now that we have no one's attention, it's Cody, Sideshow, Shozy,
Oh,
Ladies Man, Man's Man, Man About Town."
gotcha.
Yoikuf to
What's up,
128 said,
Cody?
"Happy wife, happy live."
Happy wife, happy life. Yup. Speak now. Now. There we go. Coffee sounds like an excellent plan. Yeah. Where is it? I just set it down. I think I might need a refill. Oh yeah, I'm getting low. All right, everything's chooching. We got the power head going, or the whatever surface skimmer. I got bigger chunks out of here. Cyanobacteria that's just floating around. Try not to get it in the coffee. Be less than ideal. Alright. This is good. I'm going to call this pretty much done. You know what? I do want to clean this lid off though, so before I call it done.
Woikuv28 said, I don't have a wife.
Well, I guess happy life. You both. Or neither. Or both. Or one or the other. Oh, hang on a second. Clean up this glass a little bit. Some of the salt creep off of it. Get some of this algae, I guess, on the lid. This is only half of the glass. All right.
Vibes Aquatics said, I just noticed I was 3 minutes behind. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha.
Fishy Monsieur said, thanks for your advice on how to reconnect my heater monitor to my phone, Jazz Room.
Oh, dude. You're welcome, man. Sorry. Sorry, man. I got all sidetracked that day, man. I totally forgot. I apologize. Did you ever figure it out? Or you just haven't connected it? I think there's too much water in here, maybe a little bit too much. I'm gonna take some out. I'm gonna clean this first. Let's stay there. I'm sorry, Fisherman. I totally spaced it. I'm horrible with that, man. I was supposed to go up on Whipstream last night.
Said I had a wife about 40 years ago.
Oh, man. Guess you learned quick. Anyway.
Fishyman said, no, I didn't. It still isn't connected.
Yeah, I don't know how to help you, man. You have the app and everything, right? You know your Wi-Fi passwords? I had a hard time getting one of those connect. I couldn't figure it out on a stream once. Anyway, what was I just talking about?
EODO Jeff Kane said, low on the hair.
Cleaning this other half of the glass. Almost done here. Alright, I think that will significantly help. It's amazing how much light gets blocked by just a little bit of film, right? And that's why cleaning your lids every once in a while helps a lot, in my opinion. Let's see. On. Ooh, whoops. Oh my god, I almost knocked the whole thing over. Would have been catastrophic. That.
Wyckoff to 178 said, I got 2 gulpy now.
You got 2 what?
Window
Gulpy?
Licker 32 said, Bluetooth can be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
And drives me crazy when I can't connect to my radio in whatever I'm driving and want to listen to the hockey game.
That was the other question. Yeah, I guess I can try and like walk you through some stuff. I don't know. It was something you had connected, right? That got disconnected, correct, Fishymon?
Greg Uppy Guy said, I prefer to smoke my lids.
Dude. Nobody here, well, I shouldn't say nobody here, but nobody around these days knows what that even means. That is such an old school term. That's funny. Score a lid. That's like a slang from the younger generation will never figure out. I need a bucket. Damn it. Buckets are outside. I was cleaning up outside. I'm using buckets for some all the crap I have out there. Like a lot of aquascaping supplies, rocks, some driftwood. Okay. I'm gonna take a gallon out of here, maybe. We're just a little too full.
Wyckoff 28 said, you got a lid weed for sale.
I could hook you up with the right person. This actually works pretty good for cleaning off this gravel. Come on, chooch! Okay, much better. Now let me rinse this out real quick. Alright, any cyanobacteria like lingering. Yeah, a little. Works for me. Cool. That actually worked pretty well. I gotta remember
Vibes
that.
Aquatics said, good morning, Mr. E underscore O underscore D underscore A underscore Jeff underscore Kane. Hey, ha, he, ha. I'm just laughing now.
I noticed.
Wyckoff 128 said, no, I just go to the dispensary now a day.
There you go. That's all you need. Alright, let me put this back in here.
Fisherman Saw said, Merry early Christmas, everyone.
Now you're getting out of control. Merry early Christmas.
Fishroom said, Jason, have you tried slime out in the salt tank?
I have. It does work. And it worked for a couple of months, and then it all came back. And then I did it again, and it kind of beat it all back, but this is my whole philosophy on this, is unless I address the root cause of what's causing this, it's just going to keep coming back. So I might need to dedicate a little bit of thought and energy to that. I think it's obviously too much nutrients. I understand that the red algae is also a common thing for semi-new-ish saltwater tanks, although this saltwater tank's been up for a couple of years now. I think we probably were almost about, it was up for Bobby about almost I'd say maybe about a year before it started with the red algae phase. It was green algae first.
EODA Jeff Kane said, Happy Easter, fisherman.
I could probably stand to do a whole lot more water
Wicklefeasty
changes than I do.
128 said, Fisherman. Suntorm, my birthday is in deck on the 9th.
Nice. Can't speak.
Natural Aquarium said, I have heard cyanobacteria can become resistant to antibiotics. Fishy Monster said, the root cause is
Very
you.
possible. Root cause is me.
Fish Dream said, what's your cleanup crew in there?
Those snails. And there's a shrimp. At least they're... Speaking of which, I haven't seen that shrimp. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. I couldn't get to the mute. My hands are full. Ugh. At least the puppy didn't freak out. She probably sat upright though. She's waiting for round 2. I know it. That's when she comes out for the kill. Alright, I'm gonna dump whatever water I have left here. Which is not a whole lot of salt water. Yeah, maybe I should just dump that out. Yeah.
Fishy Mon said, happy early birthday.
You too, buddy.
Said, bless you.
Thank you. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, you know what? There's not a whole lot of salt water in here, so I'm just gonna toss this. But what we are gonna do is we are going to rinse this out really well. And then I'm going to mix the, what do you call it? Oh shit. The remineralization on the 75 that's below this tank. Tank I do every week, or every stream I should say. I wonder why that's flowing so slow. Pinched. I'm gonna rinse some fresh water into this real quick.
Natural Aquarium said, depths.
Depths. What's up, buddy? Oh, what is that? Sharp as hell. One more quick.
Woikuft18 said, thanks, Fishy Monster.
Thanks, Fishymon. What are we thanking Fishymon for? What do you do now? Alright, that works better. Cool. Oops, this way. Alright, that should be rinsed.
Vibes Aquatic said, did you all hear that Fish Fam Secret Santa is happening now?
Ooh, interesting. Get in on that. I gotta blow my nose. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, that's good. All right. Let me know if you see a shrimp in here, like a cleaner shrimp or whatever. See the two clowns. I saw the... We got a little shrimp. That little guy.
Woikufter128 said, I can't afford it his year.
All right. Anyway, let me get some coffee. You guys keep an eye out for a shrimp. I'm going to have to remineralize here, so I don't know if you guys know this process. Do you want to see this process again? It's just RO water. Here, we'll go through it, I guess. Let me get some coffee. Coffee right here. All right, hang on. Running down the steps before I fall. Okay. Sound of my shrimp. It's gonna bum me out, man. I see the little...
Bootscats said, here a shrimpy, shrimpy, shrimpy.
Yeah. Here, shrimpy, shrimpy, shrimpy. Look at all that aptasia, man. It's gotten completely out of hand. At least you know the aptasia's doing okay. All right. Let me get this squared away over here. Then we can take a look.
Debzaquapet said, I think today is the last day to sign up for Fish Farm Secret Santa.
Get in on it. I'm guessing
Whips
that
World said,
fishfam.link.
hiya beautiful people, let's get tanked.
Whip!
Hey Melly Mel,
Dude.
Natural, Dreams, Vibes, Fisherman, Jeff Kane, Squatchy, Andy Carson, Guppy, Liquor, Bootsy and Debs.
Whip, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry, sir.
Vibes Aquatic
was,
sent me off to church. Thanks for starting my day off with some good clean entertainment. Cleaning tanks. You'll have a blessed day.
You too,
Think
buddy.
positivity. Bye!
Thanks for being here.
Hugs
Have a good day.
and much love.
Whip, I apologize. I was going to come up last night.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Heading
Mickham.
off to help a friend moving 5 tanks. Always fun to see your streams, Jason. Take care.
Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that like on the way up.
28 said Jason. Why don't you use a water pump to do water changes? It is a lot faster.
I just did. Well, I used a gravity siphon. Anyway, Whip, I'm sorry. I was going to come up last night. I was sitting around at like 8:30. I closed my eyes. Next thing you know, I woke up in my clothes at 11:30 at night, and I was like, oh, man. I was sorry, man. I wanted to come up. I was doing nothing, dude. And I'm just, I get up at like 5 a.m., man. Around 9 o'clock, I start. Anyway, there's no excuse. I apologize. Sorry, man. Wish I could have hung out. Anyway, why don't I use a pump? I just did use a pump. Oh, you mean the other way around, like pump the water out? I mean, either way, you got to use...
Woikufter128 said, tell God hello, Whips.
Either way, I'm either using the energy from water to achieve the water change, or I'm using energy from electricity to achieve a water change.
Jeff Kane
Either
said,
way,
did
I'm
your
using
electric
water.
shaver break?
Actually, when I was at the Keystone Clash, the kid unplugged my electric razor and stuff, and I have never plugged it back in since then. So, not that I can't just plug it in, but I don't know. I decided it was a sign from the heavens. Okay. Let's go over here. Enough of
Peplin
this.
Creek Aquatics said he was going to join your stream. Then he got high. Do.
Da. Yeah. Not far off. The edibles kicked in, man. Anyway. Well, let me get my phone so I can actually see what you guys are seeing. Because a lot of times I forget what we're looking at. I think I need to restart my stream here. It's kind of really behind. Cool, looking at some trash cans, right? Yep. Perfect. Go this way a little bit more. Now, this is the one I just had the salt water in. I rinsed it out. This is filled with RO water. It's plumbed. You kind of see this little float valve in here.
EODA Jeff Kane said hashtag no
It
shave
fills
never.
itself. Yeah. It shuts itself off when it fills up to a certain level with plumbed into the RO system. Currently,
Whips World said
Look at this.
LOL. That's hysterical, but I get that. As a guy who gets up that early and earlier, I totally get the rest my eyes thing and losing a couple hours of time.
Sorry, buddy. I am sorry. I was just kind of killing time. I'm like, oh, I was watching like YouTube videos. We're up to 7 TDS in this, so not the best. Might be getting time to change those filters. I think right around 10 when I start thinking about it. Anyway, I have M equilibrium, and I just take, this is half a teaspoon, and I put a full teaspoon. 2 of these, 2 halves as a whole, 1 whole teaspoon. Try not to get anything in that RO water. Bubble. And then I take the trusty old RO pump. I just use this for the RO system alone. Stick it in there. Got a plug for it right here. Got a plug for it right there. And I just fill this up. I have a pre-marked level on the fill bucket, barrel, can. And use the weight of the water to kind of stir it at the bottom there. Now, this I kind of like quasi-calibrated 20 gallons. With filling 5-gallon buckets and then measuring, 4 or 5-gallon buckets as 20. And that means that this one's about probably 35 gallons, maybe 40 gallons max. This is probably 35 gallons max. I don't know what they measure these as. It's probably only, maybe only 25, maybe 30 gallons. They probably measure it because it gets, I don't know. Either way, I use 20 gallons in here and about 35 this holds. Probably holds more, but I have it plumbed like a couple inches below the top. Good 4 or 5 inches.
Bob Jackson Tank said, good morning, Jason and everyone.
Yo, good morning. Yep, and I just fill this up. What else I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up that, I don't think you can kind of see that there's another trash can, a smaller trash can over there. That's 10 gallons. That holds 10 gallons. Why am I bleeding? I was like, why do I itch? But apparently I'm bleeding, not itching. I have no idea. Don't look at it. Anyway, there's a 10-gallon trash can over there. That's what I use for the brackish. So I'm going to fill that up as well while I'm here. And then this barrel will fill up for the rest of the day with the RO system. It kind of trickles in. My RO system does 150 gallons per day. So what I average around 1 gallon every 10-ish minutes, a little more than 10
Whips
minutes.
World said, you ain't got time to bleed.
I know.
Fishy Monster said, happy early new year, everyone.
Happy early New Year, Fishy Mon. Well, you're not going to be around? Is that the deal? You taking off? All right, we're almost full. Get down here so we get less bubbles. And stop. Go over here. Forgot that we got to fill this up. Now, here, I think you guys just pan a little bit. You'll be all right. Down. At the moment, but we're just going to fill this up. I have a mark in here for 10 gallons. Should be able to make it. I gotta put 1 scoop of salt in here. I'm just gonna fill it up first. This I just need to stir, and then we can do the water change.
EODA Jeff Kane said Happy 4th of July, Fishroom on 64. Fishy Monster said I could get hit by a bus crossing the road tomorrow.
Yeah,
You
it's
never
true.
know.
You never know.
Andy Carson39 said Russian nesting barrels.
Yeah, pretty much.
Natural Aquarium said looks like Rubbermaid makes 10, 20, 32, 44 and 55 gallon varieties.
Okay. So this is the 10. What'd you say, 10, 20? So this has got to be the 20. Is it? Oh, wow. You can do this. Come on. There you go. Got to get it all. Yeah, so it looks like 30 gallons is what it... Oh, no, missing. Not quite 30 gallons. All right, we're out. We're spent.
Fish Dream said, what TDS do you add to the RO for your fresh?
It was, well, here, let's mix it up. You can test it. But let me put the lid on the RO so that this starts filling and nothing gets in it. Hear that dripping? That all day. So anyway, I was saying, this is what I
Bob
use.
Jackson Tank said I wish I could remember to get to sleep earlier on Saturday night. It's 7:10 a.m. here, but I made it.
You made it, dude. Congrats. Appreciate it. All right, let me mix this up, and then we'll test the TDSs. Make sure that this has got a good solid mix. This is my good stirring stick. Let that chooch for a minute. Come over here. While that's chooching, where's my towel? Towel here, I guess. Got water on top of this salt container, and I don't want to get any water in the salt, so let me dry this off real quick. I have a bucket of sea salts. Okay. I use
Whips World said, Pep, I didn't see you. Hey, buddy, how's that married life treating you Lowell?
All right, 1 scoopy of salt, which is a decent amount. I gotta add more water to that. We're not there yet. Let's get the scoop in there. Rinse that salt off my hand real quick. Rinse everything in the bottom of the sink out real quick. Oh, that's when I clean the lid.
EO DHF Kane said, you're doing good, Barbara. I am pretty sure Mel fell asleep again, LO.
I don't even know, did we see Mel? I don't remember. All right, I was going to test the TDSs, and then I'm going to mix that. So the TDSs going in. Are 160. Now that might climb a little bit because this still hasn't all like dissolved. Still a little cloudy in there. Usually takes a... If I would have mixed this up yesterday, it might have been probably pretty clear for now. It takes a little while for that to settle in. Let me mix this. Oh, let me do this. This is a gallon of RO. Mixed up earlier today. Mix that first. That way we get a little bit better mixture, I think. Spill any off the sides. I believe this mix is a little lighter than what I usually do, like 0.13. 0.13. No, 0.013. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. Enough. That order. Top this off. And that RO system I have like I can interrupt
Peplin Creek
the fill
Aquatics
to
said,
fill a jug or
Whip
something like
married
that.
life has been great. The only bad part is people asking me how married life is going.
Yeah, that's pretty damn close. Might actually be pretty good, considering it was a little late on the saline to begin with. I'm going to put the lid on this for now. When we move it, I have to. Let's do this. Move that power
Aquarium
cord out of the way.
Thought said stir. Stir.
Stir!
Stir. Stir that water. Stir that water.
That bot is really getting into it. Wow, you brought out the accent in her.
Woycuff2118 said with a
The
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, yeah. This is the Kool-Aid, folks. I might drink that. I mean, it's just remineralized salt water. This is like ocean water, right? Let me get the hydrometer, whatever this thing's called. Refractometer. That's the word. Refraction. Mm-hmm. Use that for that. For the test.
Aquarium Thought said good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Window Liquor 2 said, what's your earworm this week, Jason?
Oh man.
I seen a clip of Tricky Dick singing Sugar Sugar and then had to download the song the next day.
Honey, honey.
L.
Oh yeah. Well, this is actually a lot later than I thought it was. Add some salt. We are at 0.019. Oh, 0.009. Sorry. A little too late. So we must add some salt. Don't mind my messy ass garage or workshop. Stay out of there. Where the animals live. I live in there too. All right. What am I doing? I need salt. So I guess I don't need any more water. I just need more salt. I probably didn't need to add the water I did. Now let's see. I won't add too much. But I need to come up like 56.006. One scoop brought me to almost 0.10, right? So if I did another full scoop, that would bring me to 0.20, 0.18. It's too much, so half a scoop? Less than half a scoop? Maybe add more.
Whip's World said, Mickham, I know I missed my 5 window, but I'm going to say this anyway because I can. Hello, good sir. Be safe today. Moving can be ouchy if you get complacent, and see you around the streams.
Yeah, well that's cool. And Mickham's moving, I'm guessing. Good luck, buddy. A minute. Test again. What is my... I don't know. Now you got me... Now I'm singing sugar. You can't tell me what you're singing before I give you an answer, okay? Because now I'm just going to sing what you were singing. There was an earworm I had, though. What the heck was it? I was singing it yesterday. Got the wife singing it, too. Remember, man. Should not do that. Salt bucket. All right, we are 0.013. So just a scooch more. Although 0.13 is not a bad place to be. Because I try to keep the tanks around 0.15, 0.015, okay? And I wonder if you guys can you see in this thing? If I could find your... Anyway. Probably could, but I have to set a camera up for that, not just do that. That wouldn't work. All right, so yeah, what I was saying is evaporation kind of happens, so the salinity kind of climbs. If I have it at 0.16 and like it evaporates a gallon, it's going to be up to 0.17-ish. 0.016 starts to climb. So if you mix in 0.13, 0.013, I don't know why I can't figure this out. I know what I mean in my head. I just keep saying the wrong thing. All right, I think we're just going to keep it at that. Rather have it a little less salty. That's good. Almost done. Stir. Stirred, not shaken. What do I do with the lid with that? What do I do with the lid?
Bob Jackson Tank said, and this is why I don't do salt water.
Boom. Yeah, that is a step. Go back over here. Now, we can do this. Let me bring it down a little bit more. There we go. The power
Geek
head
Boy
stopped
said
working.
middle finger emoji.
Geek Boy. What's going on, man? All right, let me figure out what I did with the lid for the, what did I do with the lid? How do I lose a trash can lid? Fall behind? Or lose a trash can? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Ha ha! Ha ha!
That's lovely, that is.
You ain't wrong. Looking as good as ever. I guess what I need to do is test. Oh yeah, I didn't clean out the files from last week. That now. Ooh.
Aquarium Thought said moving can really be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, man.
I always lose something. Just like YouTube lost my Dave's Possessive before my channel name. When did that happen?
I don't know, when everything switched to axe.
Waycrafter and Tantrum28 said Jasonra is the pre-filter on your filter.
What is the pre-filter on my filter? There is no pre-filter on my filter. In this tank, anyway. In this tank, there's just a filter. One of the CChem titles.
Bob Jackson Tank said the most artistic Blackbeard algae online.
Did you see artistic or autistic? Either one probably works. Trying to get at me, aren't you, buddy?
Big Cat 420 said, is the algae the pre-filter?
Yes, yes. You got it. Ooh, that didn't fill up a little.
Geek Boy said that looks like a BBA pre-filter.
It is a BBA pre-filter. There we go. These vials out. Water out of the vials, I should say.
Sewerfelt Regia Detecting said I know all about moving.
Yeah, didn't you just move and move back? Yeah, that can't be fun either. I haven't moved in like 20 some years, and I really don't want to. So, I mean, I probably do need to move. I will move
Woikif to
sooner or
128 said I
later.
have 3 of them with pre-filer on them.
These C-chems? Yeah. Yeah, there's only like big cichlids in this tank, so I didn't really see the need for a pre-filter. I guess it would probably help in getting that blackbeard out of there. Let me, a couple of plants float around at the top too, probably. When I cleaned out my Celebi's 10-gallon tank of all the algae and I had plants, a bunch of plants I had stuck in there to kind of rehab. Did all this off camera. I put some plants in this tank, like this bulbitis. I just got blown around or knocked around. That's not where I planted it, but that's where
Peplin
it
Creek
is.
Aquatics said next time I move it will be in the dirt.
Think we're okay? I just sneezed a bunch, twice.
Geek Boy said off
Nope.
camera means it didn't happen.
You got too excited. You heard the sneezing. Waiting for another one. Come on, come on. Give up your secrets. Give up your secret algae.
Wolfelt Regia Detecting said move 43 tanks, 1,000 miles, set all up, moved back.
Ugh,
Yes, I know about moving.
what a pain. It's working. Oof.
And a Carson 39 said no Zoe. Did she die?
She just, I don't know if you heard her, she started to bork. She started to bork. She was dead asleep. So my first sneeze kind of
Aquarium
like
Thought
alerted her.
said, we like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. We like to move it.
That's right. All right, we got that going. Let's get into this. I should stop this filter from running so I can start the water change. Means I'm gonna need to move this out of the way so I can.
That's lovely, that is.
Mm-hmm. You ain't wrong. Let me get my phone. Oh, we can bring this back over. Oh, see, I woke her up. Now she's drinking. Drinking some water. Put the refractometer away. We're done with that for now. Whoa. Don't drop it, dude. I might need to blow my nose. I saw those little fishies. Those are cool. Watch out, Zozo. Be in here. I need a tissue. Need a tissue, puppy. Excuse me. Hang on.
Aquarium Thought said that BBA Pirate has seen some serious sheet.
Yeah.
Natural Aquarium said Festivum for the rest of him.
Best of them for the rest of them. I'd like to get more of those, actually. 11, 23 is today's date. Whoops. 2025. Okay. Let the testing begin. Good job, puppy. Oh, sorry, pupper. Had to get out. Had to get out. All right, let's pick that up that way. Get some coffee. So, TDSs that I mixed up were what, 160? Let's see what this tank is at. This tank is at 227. Not far off, 45, 50 more points. All right, let me start testing over here. I should actually start the water change too.
Windowlicker 32 said, did you catch Corey's vid? He was swimming with the Festivums in the wild.
Oh no, I didn't.
Bob Jackson Tank said, coffee.
Coffee. I forgot to write down that number, so let me take it. I think we have more than, oh, what did I just do? Hold off. 231. All right, so that's where we're at.
Lady Diane A11 said it's that
Yo.
at Pearl Gourmet.
No, that's a festivum. What did I say? 231. 231. It's a programming. And good morning, Lady Diane. Thanks for being here. All right. Lady D. Still haven't unplugged that filter. This is a festivum, the one down on the corner here. Used to have a couple of them, but that's the only one that kind of survived long term. These guys are a little tough with each other. A little bully. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let me unplug that filter. And let's start the water change. Now, pupper. Probably shouldn't be here, little puppy. You gotta move, little pupper. All right, we'll let that go. I will start testing. Oh, I gotta calibrate. Start with nitrates. Add C2. Oh, we just gotta get a packet. Nitrates. Over there. I should probably clean the Hangout
That's
actually.
lovely, that is.
Thanks.
Aquarium Thoughts said, OMG, it's Jeff. I didn't notice him with his Octothorpe name thingy. God, stupid YouTube.
I
LOL,
know.
good morning, Jeff.
Yeah. Good morning, Jeff. I probably didn't recognize it was you either because you're the stupid YouTube thingy. That how it be? Just mixing this up. It's nitrates. We're testing in a second here. Get all the air bubbles out. Me. Press and hold. Phosphates. Okay, that was that. Let's do the phosphates.
Natural Aquarium said the stupid YouTube thingy makes it more difficult for people to impersonate someone else.
Does it? Yes. I guess. You worried about being impersonated? I guess that could be a problem for people. But can't they
Bob
Can't they
Jackson
include
10
both?
said this reminds me of the first time I had to change my handle. Remember when Google was push circles? That went well.
I had to change my original handle. You guys remember way back in the day? I used to be called something else. And YouTube didn't like that in the algorithm one bit. You guys remember the old degenerate fish keeper? Yup. I too have suffered from YouTube. Alright. 3 minutes. We will know some answers.
Geek Boy said Balzac will never die.
Balls at you. There's that too. Alright, what do we got?
Lady Deanne ain't 11, said Jason. It's no longer degenerate.
I know. It was a long time ago. Alright, I guess I should try. Maybe clean out the hang on the back. Probably choked up with some algae. Take my trusty little tray. Take off this lid.
Aquarium Thoughts said, guess that makes sense. I don't want people impersonating me and saying stupid things like betters can go in ZIL 25-gallon glass jars.
Yeah.
Or nitrates. What nitrates? EODA Jeff Kane said Koro did have like 20-ish variations of Jeff Kane at one point. F. Kane was my favorite LOL.
F. Kane. Why, was Koro just messing with you, or did he like go up the deep end? That's pretty funny though. F. Kane. Alright. Hang on the whatever, the filter hanging back is out. I'm gonna clean it. Yeah, pretty chunked up. It's been worse. This is 2 weeks too. It's been 2 weeks since I streamed. All right. Clean this. Clean that. Any second now that alarm's going to go off and tell me my test is done.
Lady Diane NN11 said clean filters if they are still working. But a humbug.
Yeah, well, oh, there goes an alarm. Give me 1 second. I gotta read these tests before they fade on me. Hang on.
Window Licker 432 said, I like when other window lickers show up. So then I don't have to answer what happened to the others. Shh! It's a secret. LOL.
Nice. 0.33. So about double what it was last week, or last time, but last time was 2 weeks ago. So that kind of makes a little sense. Now let me finish putting this all back together. Yep. Yup. That's all that out. Cool. Back over here. Got a little bit to take out yet, so we're good. And I got 1 minute and 15 seconds on the rest of that.
Bob
test.
Jackson Tank said, I just remembered. Tomorrow is my birthday. Too many to remember these days.
Well, happy
LOL.
birthday! You were here early when Fishy Mine was wishing everybody a happy birthday. Happy early birthday. All right, that's good.
EODA Jeff Kane said he was messing with me. YouTube used to drop the first letter of your name if you did the at someone, so I lost the J saying hi to people and became F Kane before I changed my channel name.
F Kane, EF. That's funny. EFF. See, these they're a little too little, I think. And the cichlids are chewing them up. So I'm going to move them to a different tank. I'm just going to put them.
Foxy's Fishes said, "Good morning, Jason."
Good morning, Foxy. How you doing? And this nitrates is going to read out right now. 8.9. Not too shabby. You remember 8.9 for a few seconds? Because I might not be able to. Help me out, people. Planting this thing. 8.9. All right. Might as well grab some algae while I was there. Get my hands off. 8.9. Now. 8.9.
Aquarium Thoughts said, "Good morning, Hef Kane."
8.9. All right, we can look at the numbers. Go here.
Big Cat 420 said 8.9.
8.9. Thanks, Big Cat. 420. All right, this is where we're at. Phosphates are up. Nitrates are up. TDSs are slightly down. It has been 2 weeks since I did a water change, so these numbers kind of make sense. They're almost double. So we'll see. Keep it at that. Whoops. Good. We're at with this. The only other thing I really got to do is clean off the intake. I have this little bottle brush thing. Worked pretty good, I think. Look at it. Look at that. Never see the clean this brush again. That another round. Bending my neck that way is really hurting. Man, that's really in there. This also has that surface skimmer feature. Off of there. Is that it? Not what I can see. Proving filter efficiency. That's about it. And, oh, no, too much water. Good. We only have a certain amount we can put back in. Put some RO back in there. Get this out of the way. And you start filling up. You guys got awful quiet.
Window Licker
All right,
32
there we go.
said, "What would you think of more fish? Maybe a couple angels?"
Maybe. I think the Festivum would not take well to the Angels. There are, what, 2 Tapajos in here, 1 Firemouth. Quite a bit of fish. They're just kind of like not so prominent. Speaking of fish, I saw Mr. G last night. I was feeding. My ghost knife. G made an appearance. So he's doing okay. He's still surviving. Okay. What time we got here? Almost 11. Cool. Just need to top off, I guess. Get the filters running. Filter running. And we're golden. Let's take this.
Window Licker 32 said, "And you didn't film it, WWTF."
Yeah. It was kind of dark. That's the reason why it came out, which makes it hard to film. I gotta set that up. I do have a night vision camera, but it's like a security camera, so it's kind of like I have to set it up through the security system. There might be a way I could figure that out. It uses the power over Ethernet, right? So, and that's where the video feed comes from too, the cable. I gotta figure out how to do that to a computer, maybe, or I just gotta hook it up to the security system and just record that way, because that does record video. All right, we're filling up. I am going to this time empty files before I forget again. There, that one's there. Off. Cool. Good, we're good. All right, so that's done.
Lady Diane 811 said, "Jason, do you have only Ethernet? I'd love to switch from a router." Bob Jackson Tank said, "Hey, your merch store is still degenerate."
It is. It's under that name, yeah. I think it might be the URL says degenerate, but I think it might not be. Yeah. It was easier just to keep the same URL. or the testing vials are back in place. Everything's set back. Pulling up the RO. Cool. All right, it's time for a sip of coffee. Take a coffee break here. That's a fine cup of coffee. Damn fine cup of coffee. Whip is not fat. He might not be. All in the eye of the beholder.
Bob Jackson Tank said Ethernet? Lady Diane was asking.
Yes, everything except for pretty much cell phones, and I think my laptop can do the Wi-Fi too, but I prefer to plug that in. But yeah, my main PC is Ethernet. My wife's PC is Ethernet. Security systems on the Ethernet. Everything else is Wi-Fi. I think, cell phones and stuff, they're Wi-Fi. The computer is Wi-Fi. Or the printer. Got it. Really all we got. Oh, and all the Inkbird controllers are all Wi-Fi. Got to figure out how to set them up. Not easy. Okay. This is almost full. I have a feeling we're going to run out of water. Just start filling that 1 gallon jug. Top off this tank.
Whip's World said, "Okay, everyone? I miss you already, but we have arrived at the family Sunday morning coffee clutch, so I gotta take off.
There you go, buddy.
Be well and see you on the streams."
Have a good one, dude. Trying to get every last little bit out of this barrel. That's it. We've hit end of chooch. Nope. End of chooch. Okay. Take this cable out of here, or this pump out of here. Wrap that up. Those. Next thing's next. Let's get this power cord out of the way. We're gonna dump out whatever little bit of water is left in here. Not much. Cool. That there. Lid back on it. Yeah, we're a little bit low. So I think I am going to do this. Stop the barrel from filling and start filling this 1 gallon jug.
Lady Diane 1811 said, "Peplins, do you or anyone have baby plecos? I don't need very many low well."
Baby plecos. Kind of plecos. Ten minutes, starting now. All right, let's plug in the filter back in so we don't forget. Everything's good, it should start. I don't feel confident that one started. Nope. Hang on. Let's see if we can get it by power on power. Gotta get in there and give it some percussive maintenance, I suppose. Whoops. Man. On.
Lady Diane ain't 11 said, I don't care what kind,
Hang on.
but I have white and LBE.
I gotta mute myself and get my headset off so I can get back here and kind of get it all thwack. I'll be right back. I gave it a thwacking. Now it's chooching.
Lady Diane ain't 11 said, thank you.
Little baby plecos. Oh my god. Sally's like in here. Oh my god, I just switched water over my face. Alright, that's probably pretty good. Good enough. Alright. Calling it done. Alright.
Fishroom said, Jason, what's the name of you geos? I promise I won't ask again. They are beautiful.
Those are the pyrocephalus, the redheads, firehead cichlids, geos. Yeah, there's two of them. There's also a firemouth cichlid in here, and then a bunch of panda cories or panda garas. And there is a L333 in here. I saw him last night, as a matter of fact, when I was feeding. The fisherman gave me a long, long time ago. So he's doing good. About it. I think there's like 6 Pandagars in here. There used to be 8. Might only be 5. I did lose a couple. Oh, there's also that Festivum is in here too. This should clear up after a little while. You gotta add a little bit more water in there. Kind of see it's kind of a little low in that corner. Accidentally took out a little too much. More than I had to fill in. Alright, so we did saltwater, we did this tank. I did mix up brackish. Do a water change on that. We got some time, we could do that. And then we'll be done with this whole rack. Actually, if I really wanted to be done with this whole rack, I could move. Probably a good idea. There's 1 Celebes in this whole fish tank. Well, the one you're looking at. Let's go do this. Probably easier if I just bring a leg up. Here. Final leg up. This guy, right here. little bit more than a leg up. In here is one of the two fish that survived the summer tub. And that, I wasn't sure at the time, because it was real little, if it was...
Victor Coco K30 said, thanks for live streaming Depths
Hey, man,
Unknown.
thanks for being here. Anyway, I wasn't sure at the time if it was, there was one that was definitely a,
Windowlicker 32 said, how's the 33 doing after the maintenance?
oh yeah, we can get into that too. Doing good. I can't think of the word, for the fish that I have. Pseudomugul, Pascais. That's the one. Pascai rainbows. Hang on a second, I adjust my, getting really hot. Pascai rainbows. There was one of them that was clearly a Pascai rainbow, and one of them I was like, I can't tell what this is. It definitely looked female to me. So the only ever thing I put in that tank was Pascai rainbows, or the summer tub was Pascai rainbows and Celebes. So, and after giving it, however long it's been, 2 months now since I brought the tubs in, it definitely is a Celebes. So, and he's been all alone in here with some snails. I think maybe it's time to bring him with some others. Plus this tank's getting a little low, so I have to top it off either way. That there like that. Sorry, buddy, I see you way back there. Face you forward, hopefully. Oh. Right in front of the camera. Good boy.
Elaine Lecotte 4 for 59 said Jeff Pelham has baby plecos and is still shipping.
Ooh, sorry guys. Fix you in a second. I just wanted to get that guy in the specimen container. All right, let me move this. Get rid of this net. I got a couple of snails in here. Let me get rid of them. Right. Speaking of which, I'm going to put 75 we just cleaned and putting it back on its light timer so I don't forget and leave it on for like 3 days. Take this guy and we're going to put these with this colony. Boom. Oh, my nose itches. See if we got any eggs in this mop. While I'm here. And I'm going to set a timer so I don't forget to dump him. Cool, cool. No, there is an egg. We have eggs. Cool, cool. Still got to get a little bit better with the feeding here. That's been a problem of mine. I'll put this mop. Oh, yeah. Was the last time I cut the lids? 2 weeks ago for this fry rack system. I didn't realize that there was. Put this mop in here. There's a protective film on this that I never even realized was on here. So I got to take this off. Is it on both sides?
Fish Dreams said,
Oh.
I just threw my mop in with my Daphne tank.
Is it on both sides? With your Daphnia tank? Oh, that's a good idea. Daphnia, yeah. I think it is only on one side. Okay, cool. That back. Does that mean that this one is on the side that's facing the tank? Probably. Nope, maybe not. That. Oh, we got a timer going off. Hold on. That was a timer telling me that that jug is probably full of RO water. So I'll fix that. Put this lid back there. Now these lids have helped a lot with the evaporation. I was looking at that. I probably was doing like 2-3 gallons a week. Actually, more like 3 or 4 gallons a week is what I was adding to this. I have added nothing since the 2 weeks that I've done this, and we're down maybe gallon 2 gallons maybe. See kind of where that algae wafers are, is where the height of the tank is. So a little low, but after 2 weeks, that's not too bad, right? The only other issue is I kind of cut these still feed little things for the brush a little too, so I get kind of like dust on them. So, less than ideal. You can always cut them bigger. All right, let's throw this out. All that plastic. This is a project I'm going to do. I want to mount this right here. I think this would be perfect. And all I need is a board that goes across here. Right? Kind of keep it something. I guess I need to drill. Drill, baby, drill. I got to get through the pipe or the tubing. Should be pretty simple, just a matter of doing it. That's future.
Bob Jackson Tank said I run a dehumidifier and a couple tanks without lids lose lot of water.
Yeah,
Lids
that's why I
are
started doing the lids. I have a couple things that have no lids on them, like this. This has no lid on it, and it suffers a lot from evaporation. Same with this, and you can see how far down that's gotten. Right, that's the only other one. Well, that doesn't have a lid. The other thing that doesn't have a lid is this tank that has nothing but Java moss in it, and these are worm colonies that are sitting on the side of it. So I have more of that, whatever this stuff is, polycarbonate, to deal with that. So I think I will be doing that, making more lids in the near future. But I got some work to do on this whole setup here. I need to take the shrimp I have in this tank out. And I'm going to put the shrimp, I think I'm going to put them with the fry. The eggs. I think that would be a good combo, because then they'll eat any uneaten food, the powder. I feel like they'd be good at filtering that. This tank has duckweed in it, like all around. So I gotta, and there's a lot of guppy grass, and there's shrimp in here. So this is gonna be like triple nightmare. All those snails. Eating a little too heavy. So that's that. And then once I get that done, maybe we'll do that. We should do that, because then I get this whole rack ready for the project. That might be a good idea. Let's do that. So, think about how I'm going to do this. I got to try and catch the shrimp. Need a net. I got a specimen container, and I got a...
Fisherman's all said, what project you talking about?
my fry rack, or my breeding rack system that I'm working on. Trying to streamline the whole breeding process for this fish room. I'm going to add this gallon of RO to this tank. Oh my god. It's making a splash. A lot of splashing. See if I need to add a second gallon of RO to this tank. Actually, second gallon would probably work pretty well. Let me do that. for a second round. Okay.
Aquarium Thought said good morning joy of ish keeping. Wait, that's not right. Good morning joy of fish eeping.
Fish eeping. Alright, we can move this light, maybe. Good. I just dropped. What makes this harder too is that soffit that's up there. Back. Take this lid off. Set this over for now. You guys with me?
Bob Jackson Tank said I was ill last week and didn't feed the fish much. And interestingly, the duckweed is way less this week.
Interesting. Maybe you're not feeding the fish, maybe you're feeding the duckweed. That's a little bit better. Any closer? Maybe. Not sure how you guys can see from that angle. Hard to see at all. Try and put this down here. There we go. There we go. That's a little better.
Aquarium Thought said I thinks the fish are just eating the duckweed instead.
That's possible. Very possible. Alright, this is about as best I can do for you guys. I guess maybe what I should do is take some water out of this tank, put it into a bucket, and then take the guppy grass out. Put that in a bucket, and if there is any shrimp in there, at least they'll be in water. Right? Does that sound like a plan? Plan to me. First, either way, just know that it's contaminated. Got duckweed everywhere. Duckweed. This is horrific. Yeah. That was horrible. Whatever water was in there, I just sucked up.
Aquarium Thought said fish dreams are made of this. How am I to disagree?
Sweet dreams are made of these. Where's Fishy Mom when you need him? I guess we'll do about half this. Can't hurt to take more water out. Now we can probably take 5 gallons out. Let's fill the bucket.
Fishymon Score said, here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion.
Love it. Does it make you have to pee? Makes me want to pee. Like Austin Powers style. Oh no! A lot of substrate right there that just started sucking up. All sand. Alright, that's probably pretty good. Damn it. I have to treat this as such. I'm just gonna put it in the bucket. Load to set this anywhere. Okay, now we gotta get guppy grass out of this tank. Probably take the rock out too.
Aquarium thoughts said Heracoons the Rhine again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion.
Here it comes again.
That's lovely, that is.
Alright, let's see if we can get all the shrimp off of it. A couple of them. You have to let this settle too. Trying to get all the roots, the roots wrapped around that tank for that. Stick this in this water. Come back later and check for any shrimp. Now we gotta let this set. I can see some shrimp already. You probably. Contaminated. Contaminated. Dangerous. Danger, danger. Okay. Now let's see if we can start catching some of these little dudes. Blue diamonds that I got from Grant. Garden of Eater. Flash. Take some of this duckweed out of here. The timer was telling me it's been 15 minutes since I
Aquarium thoughts said, if you syntax this right, this bot can have some great motion in her voice. Sometimes it just doesn't work that great.
No.
Jen
definitely work in
Dayu said
progress.
creature from the Black Lagoon lives in there.
Yes. I was just trying to get some of the duckweed out of the, I think this is probably futile to keep doing this though. So, I will just try concentrate on catching shrimp.
Lady Diane in 11 said, those are some dark shrimp, nice.
Yeah, they're definitely, well, they're blue. Like you're standing here, they look blue. They're really dark blue. Three so far. I know when I bought them, bunch of little babies in the bag. One of the reasons why I haven't tried to dig them
Daniel
out.
Velas 47 said, good morning everyone.
Morning, Daniel.
Blanket hellos. Still in rehab. First chemo treatment completed. Only 2 more to go.
Good, man.
Miss
Hope you're
you
doing all right.
guys.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. Hang in there. All right, that was a couple more. I see a little guy right here. 2.
Fishy Monk said, shrimp cocktail.
Mm-hmm. Got another alarm going off. That other RO jug is probably full.
Window Liquor 32 said, well, I'm just a regular Joe with a regular job. I'm your average white suburbanite slob. I like football and porno and books about war. I have average house with a nice hardwood floor.
There you go, buddy. All right, let's see. I do this across the whole tank. That would make life easier. Yeah. Now we can at least see. Let's let this settle for a minute. I'm gonna grab that other jug of RO. I'm gonna make sure I wash my hands appropriately. That's not even full yet. Everything in here is contaminated. We gotta be careful with this jug of RO. So we got duckweed on the bottom. Oh yeah. Let me get rid of this RO carefully. That's too much. Yeah, this is perfect. That's it for the RO. Leave that go for now. Let that go for now. Clean that whole sink up in a minute. So far we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shrimp. Shrimp? That looks like a shrimp. Shrimp.
Natural Aquarium said duckweed, the herpes of the aquarium
Yep.
world.
Somehow I got in this tank. Seven. Out of there, man. Come on. We got a sponge filter in here. I guess I can take that out too. Bucket. No.
Aquarium Thoughts said a hairpick is great to pull that duckweed out.
There's an idea. I'm breaking this tank down though, so I'm not really worried about getting it out. I'm worried about getting the shrimp out. And then we'll deal with the water the shrimp are in a minute. Just clean this sponge filter up real quick. Got a bunch of duckweed in it, so we're just gonna let this thing dry out, I think. For a little while. A couple of weeks. Now we just need to make sure. Oops. Ow. Ow.
Fishy Mansour said, I'm just an average man with an average life. I work from 9 to 5. Hey hell, I pay the price. All I want is to be left alone in my average home. But why do I always feel like
somebody's
Aquarium
watching
Thoughts said
me?
just narrow teeth. I'll show you mine later in my stream. Not the bad show you mind, by the way. The good show
Yeah,
and
I get
tell.
you. I get you. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a good idea, though. The hair pick. All right. Let's see. Anything else in here? Need to let this settle for a little bit. Oh, there's a shrimp right there. And it's buried. Heavily buried. Flip out. Too much. There you go. I'm gonna rinse all that out because it's just a bunch of mulm and duckweed. Duckweed and
Lady
mulm.
Diane in 11 said I just added duckweed to a tank. Send all your shame right here.
Yeah.
Face green smiling.
Well, I add duckweed to my goldfish tank. They seem to love it. And there's no problem with duckweed in that tank. So it's possible. Here, you know what? Let me put some here. I might as well clean the siphon. Just let it dry.
Fishy Monsieur said, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like. Aquarium Thoughts said duckweed is great at pulling out the nitrates, but then you have a duckweed problem.
Trade-offs. Now, duckweed doesn't look that bad. It is just, it's a pain in the ass to work with, or work around. And it does tend to get everywhere. Put that back together. So we start filling up the barrel again.
EODAA Jeff Kane said Lady Diane. I keep duckweed in all my tanks. It's MI, all natural lid.
There you go. There you go. Keeps the evaporation down a little. Okay. I'm gonna leave everything sit here, disturbed for a little while. May have some more shrimp. But these are the shrimp we got out. Seeing that? Got a lot of duckweed here. So I think I'm going to dump this one celebi into this tank. Oh, I think he got out. I hope he got out.
Roycuft with 128 said duckweed is the only plant I can grow.
Ugh.
Fishy Monsieur said too bad you can't smoke duckweed and get quackers.
Yeah, then there'd be a big market for it.
Barb Jackson Tank said, the dream police, they live inside of my head. The dream police, they come to me in my bed.
All right. Seem to be better off with a little less duckweed there, so let's try duckweed all over that.
Window Liquor 32 said
just gonna
200
do-
million shrimps are loaded and Jason cries vacant. Better run through the jungle.
Hold on, we need to get a little more water in here. Come on, buddy, you need to come too. There we go. All right, cool. Ugh. I am gonna set this over here, away from where I just put that. So give me a sec. Let me rinse this out. Get the duckweed off of this. Contaminated. Everything is. At least now the other container is only contaminated on the inside at the moment, instead of having duckweed all over it. This just gets everywhere. It's like over the
Fishy
sides
Man
of it.
said as long as he's naked running through the jungle.
Better run through the jungle. All right. I think that's kind of cleaned. I do still see some duckweed on the inside. And on the slip. Look at that. See, this is saying. It's just heard how long I was rinsing that out, and there's still duckweed on it. Alright. Quick visual. Alright, looks good enough. Alright. Set this here for now. So now stop itching. Let me do this. Grab a tissue. And I can wipe that off. I just put the duckweed on this rim. Okay. I got 8 out of there. 3, 6, 7, 8. Anything else in here? I'm going to need to take this.
Fishy Morn said, I think one leaf of duckweed can contaminate an aquarium.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to take this out. And I think the other thing I got to do is take the heater out of this top tank here. Still, guys are down there. Sec. Let me dump this. Grandpa snail right here. Save him. Let me get the heater out of here. Then we got to deal with the bucket. Alright, heater. Here is this cord.
Bob
All the way
Jackson Tank
down
said,
to here.
unfortunately, when I watch you do maintenance, my brain feels like I've already done mine and doesn't want to change water. Dumb brain.
Sorry. My fault. Make you feel like you've accomplished something.
Thank you, Andy Carson, 1,339, very much for the 10 gifted memberships.
Andy! Thank you very much. And congrats to anybody who won. Got one. I'm trying to get this power cord out from underneath this piece of twine I have tied up here. Got it. Got it. All right. Now this is all covered in duckweed too. Forward a little bit. This is just one of those cheapo self preset heaters for a betta tank, honestly. I put it, it was good for the top tank there because, you know, the heat in the room rises, so that tank's actually pretty warm already. Get the duckweed off of it as best I can. We'll let this sit and dry. Not that of a tank. Works good. These work good for like going to like swaps and stuff. Heaters in like buckets. That's what I like using these little preset ones for. Just monitor it with a thermometer, like a laser one. All right, rinse the hands real quick. All right, everything should be out of that tank as far as fish go. Here, go back. I think that light just turned off. Oh, missed a shrimp. It's right there. Right there. This one looks buried too. Oops. Oh. She got out. We got all that duckweed. Every last bit of it. Get some of that out. See, it's a good thing I didn't. All right. We gotta get this moving.
Fishing Mom said that's one big shrimp.
It was a big shrimp. She was heavily buried. All right, let's see. Can I see anything else in here? I do have a flashlight. Shine. We're gonna let that set a little while. Clear up a little bit. Other than that, everything's out of it. Let me all right, let's deal with this bucket. It's hard to see from way up there, so we're gonna come down. Hold on, people. Going for a ride. Ouch. Hurt. How's this look? Bucket. Boom. Into the bucket we go. There. More bucketish. Guess we just break it up. I was just gonna throw trash. I forgot. There we go.
Fishstream said, Jason, you get to go shrimp fishing in the bucket now.
Mm-hmm.
Andy
Just breaking
Carson,
us up.
39, said, if we get to walk the plank for the 200th,
Mm-hmm.
is this what we are jumping into?
Yes. I'm saving this just for that. Yeah, but I'm just breaking up this guppy grass so I can, if there are any shrimp in there, they can find a way out. Cause this is pretty thick. Here's mesh. That mesh was in the bag when I bought them. All right, good enough.
Lady Diane, 11, said, why is the duckweed in the guppy grass bucket? I'm so confused.
Tell you inside. I decided to tell someone else. Alright, I don't know. There is duckweed in the guppy grass bucket because there was duckweed in the guppy grass tank. Alright, let me rinse my hands. Alright. Good, good, good. I'm going to allow this to go down. Okay. Now, shouldn't be too stirred up, right? Should be able to see in here. To the sure they'll love it. Not that much of it anyway. Here you go, goldfish. Okay. Take this out. Like the only place things can hide. Take a good look. Like anything's in here. Nope. Looks pretty good. Nothing moving. Hard to see that way though. Figured I'd see something darting around. Drifting, float. I will I'm gonna dump this out real quick. But you can look.
Congratulations, E_O_D_A_Jeff_Kane on the membership milestone. E_O_D_A_Jeff_Kane has been an extraordinary aquarist for 26 months.
Congrats, man. Holy cow. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm going to dump this bucket out. I think we're good with that. I'm going to put you back over here for now. Well, here. We do this. There we go. Okay, watch this. All right, or two. 5. Cool. All right, let me dump out this bucket. We're pretty much almost done with this. Is that it? Okay. Is that a little shrimp? I thought it was a leaf.
EO
keeping
Dial
an eye.
Jeff Kane said, lol underscore is the new cowbell LOL.
Yep, that's it. Nothing. Usually they try to swim against the current. You should be able to see something at the bottom there, but nothing. Let me clean this bucket out.
And
Duckweed.
a Carson39 said cowbell makes everything better.
That's right. More cowbell. All right, let's throw this out. Okay. I think we're good on that. Trying to go duckweed up the sink. Trying to keep up with it anyway. Alright, good enough. For now. Okay. Now, I think we're good with that. Bucket's empty. This rock is just going to have to dry somewhere. It's a lava rock and it's got guppy grass roots growing all in it. Alright, now, the only other thing, make sure there's no more guppy or shrimp in this thing. Said last time, and then there was a big ass shrimp that swam right in front of me. So not seeing anything this time. I will. It's not like entirely clear, but it's definitely clear enough to see. Good on that. I'm just going to work on this. By work on this, I mean I'm putting these anywhere. We are not putting guppy grass in with it. Whoa, get up, dude. Relax, dude. A little too much there, but. That. We're going to have to get a little finer with that, though. You must have no guppy grass. None. None shall guppy grass. We're almost clear. This is where nice pipette will come in the handy. Suck it off the top. It's gonna hurt to put it back in the tank.
Bob Jackson Tank said, why no guppy grass?
I mean, not guppy grass, I mean duckweed. Am I saying guppy grass? I mean duckweed. Trying to get rid of the duckweed. Well, the guppy grass is in there, or the duckweed is in the guppy grass, so that's another reason.
Parum pum pum. Pum pum pum. Parum pum pum. Pum pum pum.
Tell him, man. I think you gotta look out for is like those little leaves that look like they're ghosts, like they're white. Like I don't know if it's because they haven't fully formed yet or they were dying. Suddenly when they're the only ones in the tank, they come back to life. I don't know. I think we might have. This. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the duckweed out of here because I'm going to put these shrimp in with the fry. And I think then, I don't know exactly what time it is, but I'm feeling like it's getting pretty late, so we should probably do that giveaway. So let me get these guys in that tank. Try and get some of this duckweed out of there. We do not want to contaminate the fry system with duckweed, although probably would not be a bad thing for them. Because I'm sure there's all sorts of microorganisms that living on the roots and stuff, the roots, as it were. Not seeing. Careful because it likes to stay on the plastic too, so like you don't see it. Okay. All right. think we're good with this. I am going to... Now, I think I'm going to be triple safe. Temple.
Scaly Granny said, Jason, you will have duckweed everywhere now that you mess with it, lol.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Alright, I think we're good. Just dumped off some water off the top. Yeah. What I should do, just to be safe, while we're doing this, because I know that the fry system tends to be a little more lighter on the TDSs. Here, let me test. That's the TDS is in this. 494.
Window Licker 2 said those shrimps are going to fart duckweed.
Window Licker 2? Why does it skip to 532? Weird. And this is 368, so a little bit higher the TDS. Maybe we should get on real quick. Just for a little while, kind of back up here. I have here handy dandy dosing pump, aqua lifter, whatever you want to call this thing. It's a good investment, I think. Been quite a bit in fish keeping. Basically, it can work as an air pump too, but there's an intake line. That's what this black tube is, and it will suck up into the black tube. Put this in water, it will suck up water. You leave this in the air, it sucks up air, and then it pumps out whatever it's sucking up in this tube. So if you're sucking up water,
Natural
it pumps out
Aquarium
water.
said Window Licker has been downgraded.
Number 2. Put that in the tank there. Put that in here. Well, we're going to leave this
Bob
out for now.
Jackson
But
Tank said, we'll have ham, sausage and French toast later this morning. Biscuits sound tasty too.
Biscuits do. Any of that sounds good, honestly. All right, see, it's pumping air because there's air in the line. I'm going to let this out for a sec because I want to probably real slow chooching too. Just going to shoot some water all over the place. A lot of times you got to be careful too because it doesn't want to. Oops. Dripping too fast. What I got this little valve for. Going to set it at a steady drip. It's pretty good. And just in case I'm not paying attention, the alarm will go off. Not with it. Okay, cool. What time is it? Oh yeah, we got to get this going. We're doing it. We got to do it. We're running late here. Anyway, I'll drip acclimate that for a little while, and then I'll just plop and drop. Might split them in a couple different tanks on the top there. All right, let's do this. Let me get this set up on my end. Whoops.
Woikuf to 128, said Bob Jackson. I will task us 6 French and 6 ham and sausage, please, thanks.
And I have me word. Keyword. Ready? Hmm. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm not even in chat here. I could do the chat. Let's do this. No, I don't have to be in chat. I can do it this way. All right. I don't even know what I'm giving away yet. Let's do.
Woikufter128 said.
It's a hard one.
Windowlicker2 said, eggs over easy with bacon is on the way here.
Mmm. I could definitely go for that. All right. This is the 200 stream. Probably do a giveaway. I feel like we should give away fish, right? We could always do Dan's Fish gift card. That's always a good one. Yeah, let's do that. $50 Dan's Fish. The hashtag is gonna be boom. Whoops, that's too big. That was anticlimactic. There we go. Hashtag 200. For $50 Dan's Fish gift card. There we go. There we go. That working? Not seeing any entrance. Uh-oh. Second or something working here. Uh-oh. Did I not set that up right? Hang on. You guys may have to do this again. Oh, that's why. Dumbass. All right, sorry. You're going to have to, whoever, just enter it again. Sorry, guys. It was the wrong. I had a
Big Steve's
typo.
Glass Boxes said, hell!
Hey, Big Steve. Going on, man. Hashtag 200. If you did it once, do it again, please, because I screwed up. I screwed up. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Well, while that's happening, I think I should get this. Okay, cool. Heard everything? Have. Ugh. That's gonna give me everybody's nickname. I hate this. That going.
Windowlicker32 said, get your floaties and rubber duckies out, peeps. We're going for a swim.
That's right. It's almost time.
Andy Carson, Thornfee9, said, I don't see that to created the giveaway. Did it work on your end?
Yeah, it worked on my end. I see that, Elaine, I see you got on here. I see 19 people so far. Probably pretty accurate, considering how many people are in the chat at the moment. I didn't even look, actually. Gonna take a quick peek.
Barb Jackson Tank said, that's lovely, that is.
All right. Whoops. I see 40 people watching. I see 35 thumbs up. So if you're watching and you haven't thumbed up, do so, please. It would help me out. Fish Dreams, congrats on 200 streams. Thank you very much. It's been a long road, man. It's been a long road. Let me see. I'm here in YouTube. Giving you guys a few minutes to catch up. My playlist. Easy stream. Go all the way back. On of time. See how long ago that was. There it is. September 5th, 2021. So it's been 4 years. Over 4 years of easy to get to 200, which makes sense. There's only 52 weeks in a year. So I'm a couple months off. Man, that's a long road. All right, let's see where we're at with this whole mess. We got 22 people on here. I'm going to put up. Do I have the timer here? No, I don't.
Aquarium Thoughts said I need to go count my streams.
Do it. Here, we put the timer here. We got 3 minutes. We're already running over here, so we got to make this a little quicker. Got 22 entries. Let me try and get this going. Act. Guess I can start going through some of these names. B. That. Sort. New. How about that? Oops. Cool. Yes, cool. All right. I'm going to run through some names here real quick. If you don't hear your name and you already put your thing in there, put your thing in there again. Deb's Aquapets, Andy Carson, Monster Fish Gal, Fish Dreams, Elaine Lucar, Joy Fish Keeping, Prodigal Aquarius, Lady Diane, Peplin Creek, CR Fish, CR Fish. That's all one person. One entry. Jen Yu, Foxy Fixes, Benjamin Peters, Boots Cats. You Cuff 2128, Gills to Gardens. What's up, Gills to Gardens? Aquarium Thoughts, Window Liquor number 532, Big Steve, Barbara Jackson, Dennis, Daniel Velez. Right? Oh, somebody else jumped in. Now I gotta figure out who that was. Victor Coco, there we go. I'll add you in there, Victor. Snuck in at the last minute there, buddy. Victor Coco. New Local Austin. See you. Whoop. 310 Aquatics. People at top. That's cool. Hang on. Get Jeff Kane in there. I haven't seen you yet. Oh, there you are. All right, we're going to go through this one last time. Timer done. Uh-oh. Yep, timer's done. All right, I got to fix this in a second here, but let's transition to that. Knees. All right, interact with this. Go through all these names in 1 second. For some reason, there's extra spaces on the wheel at the moment. This. Been. That. Okay, cool. All right. Are we ready? We got Deb's Aqua Pets. Well, here, let's do this. Start at the bottom of the new people. Jeff Kane, New Local Austin, 310 Aquatics, Natural Aquariums, Ryan Bushnell. Deb's Aqua Pets. Got Victor Coco, Deb's Aqua Pets, Andy Carson, Monster Fish Gal, Fish Dreams, Elaine, Joy Fish Keeping, Prodigal Aquarist, Lady Diane, Zeppelin Creek, CR Fish, Ken Yu, Foxy Fishes, Benjamin Peters, Boots Cats, Dennis, Bigfoot, I should say, Skills to Gardens, Aquarium Thoughts, Window Liquor 5, Big Steve, Barbara Jackson, Dennis, 5952947, Daniel Velez. That's it. Is everybody right? Okay. Good luck, people. In case you don't remember how this works. Last man standing wins. You're on my boat and I'm kicking you off. I gotta actually spin the wheel. Hang on. Go. All right. First person off my boat is. This is for the $50 gift card to Dance Fish. Ryan Bushnell. Get off my boat. Walk the plank. Next. CR Fish. Go back to the fishes. Bum bum bum. Fish Dreams. Into the drink. Zeppelin Creek Aquatics. Sorry, Pep. Women with the fishes. Bum bum bum. Barbara Jackson. Into the drink. Now I gotta see something. I did put the speaker out here, so you'll be able to speak now. By the way. Cool. Alright, keep going. Excuse me. Prodigal Aquarist. Womp womp. Womp. Next. Elaine. No. Better luck next time, Elaine. Benjamin Pierce. No luck for you. Spinning this fast, but we are 10 minutes past time. Deb! Sorry, Deb. Womp. Womp. Big Steve. Sorry, dude. Cannonball. 310. Oh man, I wasn't even sure where that landed. Sorry, buddy. That was close. Gills the garden. Walk the plank. EODA Jeff King. The Empire of Dirt Aquatics. That's what that stands for, I believe. Sorry, buddy. It's time to swim. Window liquor number 5, 3, and 2. Oh yeah, off my boat. Boom. Victor.
Window lickethy too, so skinny dipping. Don't look ethel.
Sorry, Victor. In the drink with you. Uh-oh. Oh, Daniel Velez. Sorry, buddy. Time to swim. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, Foxy. No. In the drink. Oh, Dennis! Bigfoot. No luck, buddy. Swim. New local Austin. No luck. Womp womp womp. Alright, we're getting down on the wire here. Andy Carson. No.
Wyckoff
Natural
28
aquariums.
said I can't swim.
Oh well. Natural aquariums. Sorry, buddy. Swimming with the fishes. Alright, here we go. We're down to like what, 7, 8, 8, I think 7, whatever. Lady Diane. In the drink. What? Dennis, 52947. How many strokes you're gonna have to do to get to shore? That's a lot. Good luck. Oh, monster fish go. Womp, womp. Down to 4.
Wyckoff 128 said I want a recount.
Nope. Boots cats, boots cats.
Natural Aquarium said swimming with the fishes is a good place to be.
There you go. Let's hope
Dennis
cats with boots can
2947
swim.
said slash the water is cold.
All right, we got 3 left. Joy of fish keeping, Gen U, and aquarium thoughts. Good luck. Next one off my boat is... Oh, Gen U, no. Swimming with the fishes. All right. And the next one off is... Oh, aquarium thoughts. Sorry. In the drink with you. That means the winner is the Joy of fish keeping. Joy off.
Gilster Garden said I'm
Fish.
pretending we're on Lake Malawi and I'm finally swimming with the Mbuna.
Oh, there you go. Whatever keeps your mind off the cold North Atlantic. All right. Joy of fish keeping or joy off ish keeping.
EODA Jeff Kane said it's okay. The water is fine. Just avoid the warm spot by RJ.
Joy of fish keeping, you are the winner. I'm kicking you off the boat. All right. That was fun. Go back here. Go back here. Joy of fish keeping. You can email me here. And I will, it's probably going to be a virtual gift card, so send me whatever email address you want to use. And I will email the gift card to you. depthsunknownfishkeeping@gmail.com. I will respond with the Dan's Fish $50 gift card. Cool! All right, guys. That was fun. Thanks for a good 200 streams. Hopefully, got 200 more in me. We'll see. But I appreciate everyone hanging out. We've run a little late. Sorry. Got any questions or comments? Feel free to leave that down below. Haven't hit the like, please do. If you're not subscribed, what the hell are you doing here? And see you in the next one. Next week, I'm going to let these guys drip for a little while, and then I'll drop them in the fry tanks. So thanks, guys. We'll do it again. Good luck. Be safe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
And